today, you've read the title correctly. I wanted to make sure that I had as much information on the matter before I spoke on it, because this is actually in the neighborhood in which I live in that we're going to be discussing this. And the first thing I want to say to even start the video off is I want to give a shout out to those 3 young ladies that were out there that night, because there's no telling what could have happened if somebody else would have walked up on this man that night, and whatever else could have happened. And that's if the intel that I currently have that I'm going to be disseminating to you today is accurate. So first of all, there is video evidence of much is what I'm going to say. So there is, if you want to dispute it, you can. I don't know why the man did what he did. I don't know why he was out there. But allegedly, what had happened was, we get right to the show. So allegedly, what had happened was is that there was a man that was in the streets. As far as we know, this is accurate. He was walking up and down the street, and he was firing his weapon. At some point, 2 ladies go up to a police officer, and when they go and they get to the police car, they stop the police, and they basically point the police towards a man who's in the street, and he looks like he's arguing with a lady that's in blue. First thing I want to say once again is I want to give a shout out to those 3 ladies that got involved. Apparently, they had nothing to do with the situation. At first, it was believed that it might have been a domestic violence situation, but it turns out there's a good chance it was not a domestic violence situation. And in that case, 9 times out of 10, what happened was that these young ladies saw what was going on, and they decided to walk up to the gentleman and then also flag down police helping the situation. Remember, the allegations is that this man was walking up and down the block firing his weapon off. I do not know how accurate this is. I haven't actually spoken to anyone out there. So I don't know the entirety of the situation. I'm just telling you what the Associated Press is currently now reporting. So basically what happened through the video evidence is the police, the young lady, first of all, it seems like she was extremely smart. She had him facing her. Her back was to the store. He was in the middle of the street, and he was facing her, and he couldn't see the police coming down the block. I don't know if they already had their sirens on. Obviously, they probably had but he wasn't looking directly at them. So they were able to pull up on him before he was and get in good position before he was able to turn around, and then it looks like he immediately started firing on the vehicle. One of the witnesses, all of the witnesses that were speaking on this matter basically said that the police did the appropriate thing, by the way, and it seems like everyone that was involved in that seen what happened were around to be able to speak to the news press, the news media, was able to inform that the police actually saved lives that night. One person actually mentioned that one of the police officers, it looked like, he said, "I've never seen a police officer concentrate that hard to fire their weapon." After the individual spun around and started firing on the vehicle, the police then obviously started returning fire. He was hit as he went down to the ground. They said, didn't see this part. This is something that was said. He racked his gun once again, and he began to keep firing as he was down on the ground. At a point, he stopped firing. They closed in on him. They had to then handcuff him, and they tried to administer aid to him. They said one of the officers had to actually broke down and had to be escorted around the corner after they realized that he was not going to make it. This is definitely a terrible situation, and it was, once again, shout out to the 3 young ladies, and this isn't me trying to bash men, because if dudes would have went up to them, it would have been a different energy. We have to realize that it's important for us to have femininity and masculinity. This is extremely important. For whatever the reason is, it's somehow became so important, and I don't know why, for men to be feminine and for women to be masculine. I don't understand that, but it's important for us to have men that are men and have women that are women. Women are not the weaker sex there. They're not at all. They're not weaker there. Not at all. If you pay attention to most wars or even disagreements in history, usually the people who are the most cunning win over the people who are the stronger. So women are not the weaker sex. at all. I just want to say that because I want to, it's definitely, I want to clap it up for those young ladies that was there that night. Also, I don't know if anybody could comment right now because I actually have it on where I have to allow any comments that come through to come through. I don't know if anybody even attempted to comment yet, so I don't know how this works. I don't know if anybody that has me on Instagram has tried to comment and you just cannot comment, hit me up so I can know. Because I have hold all comments for reviews, but I haven't seen any comments needed to be reviewed. So I don't know if it's just that nobody could comment or if they're allowing for me to review them. With that being said, a couple of things I want to say, and I don't know this particular individual, but I think that we need to put a real big onus on. When I say mental health, I'm not saying just individuals who are displaying a period of distress. I'm saying mental health as if you know that there's people out there pushing individuals to go do something harmful to themselves or others, why aren't you stopping those people? Shout out to Hector Cruz. Why aren't you attempting to stop those people? Why aren't you attempting? Like, why, if you know that there's individuals out there that are actively trying to create a hostile environment for somebody? What the fuck? Why do you just blame the individual who goes through the mental health episode? I don't know what that man was going through, and I don't know what happened. But there's more going on when these things happen. There's more going on than just somebody who's having a mental health scenario. Why aren't we banding together as a community and stopping those individuals that's attacking other individuals, causing for them to have mental health episodes? Why are we standing on the side? What's there saying? All evil needs is a good man to turn the other cheek, turn the other way to win. So I don't know what this man was going through at all, but I think that we need more mental health help in our communities, and I think we need to stop only looking at the individuals who we see displaying mental health issues. Because a lot of times, and you can go speak to somebody who works in the field, man. I keep telling y'all this. People just, a lot of times they're gonna tell you who is in your environment. That's what they're gonna ask. They're gonna say, look, there might not be anything wrong with you. You might just be around assholes. I promise you. There's a reason why they say, do your family has a history of mental health problems? Hector Ruse says, good morning, Frost, BBN family, BBN Network family, salute to all. This rainy Saturday, enjoying it. I am actually going to play basketball, and if you are in the community over here, I hope you come out there and hoop with us over there at Seagate. I actually plan on going outside and playing basketball today. As you can see, I got my basketball clothes on. Yeah, there's a rip in my pants over here as I did the splits. So I actually plan on going to playing basketball today. I want to be more open to speaking with people just in general, not just in the community, but just in general. But it just seems like every time I go out of my way to try to be, and then I come back with some weird energy. Like, what the fuck, y'all? Let me close this window right here. Let me close these shades right here. God dang it. Anyway, back to what I was saying. This man was allegedly, and there's no reason for me to believe that he was not doing this, walking up and down the street, firing his weapon off. Let's say a young male would have came up on him. That would have probably been somebody's life. Let's say some young male would have walked up on him. Let's say some older gentleman would have walked up on him. That could have been their life. You see, our community has this thing about internalizing the issues in which we have. And then when we have issues with ourselves, we project them off onto other people. Now, this is just a thing just in general, but in our community, it's heavy. in our community, it's just really heavy. So with that being said, I'm happy a male didn't walk up on him where he might have felt threatened. You know, um, there's a couple of other things I want to talk about. Also, I just wanted to put a note on that because I just wanted to make sure that we spoke on this particular subject because I live in this community. Like I go to that store, what is happening in front of. Generally speaking, and this is one of the things that I always try to say. And I lived in a lot of different neighborhoods, and y'all have seen me in some of the neighborhoods I've lived in. I've never really lived in any sucker ass neighborhoods ever. Like all the thing, like even when I live in neighborhoods where like it's nice neighborhoods, like it's like only a block or two. I've always lived in New York, damn near. So well, I lived in the mountains. So I don't know what you want to call that, but we had like animals out there. So I don't know. I think they had bears out there too. We was like in Tennessee or something. I don't know what kind of fucking animals they have in the. What kind of animals they got in the in the mountains over there in Tennessee? Because I lived in the mountains, by the way, in the mountains. Just so we could be clear. You never heard that Rocky Top song? I don't know what to tell you. I lived in the mountains. There was no walking to the store. There was no cover when you come onto the road. You're just in the heat. If you're not driving, you're not going nowhere. That was a nice adventure. That was a nice year and a half adventure. That was a nice adventure. I appreciate everybody I met on that adventure too. It was a nice adventure. About a year and a half. I was in Tennessee about. It was a nice adventure. Met a lot of nice people. Met some douchebags, but I met a lot of nice people. With that being said, I heard someone speaking on the matter. I was gonna go over there and ask him about it. I was in the supermarket, so I heard somebody talking. I'm not really like I'm gonna tell you. Okay, so there's this thing about me. When I hear people talking loud, it upsets me to overhear a conversation. It's an internal thing. It's just something to deal with me. It don't got nothing to do with nobody else. It upsets me to hear other people's personal shit or hear other people's conversations. It makes me feel like I'm eavesdropping. So it's not something that I like. You understand what I'm saying? So I heard somebody in the supermarket, and I think they were speaking on the matter. I don't know what they were speaking on. When I went outside, I was taking some photos. I have something that I'm gonna be putting together, hopefully. When I went outside and I went to go walk up to the guy to go speak to the guy, he was more interested in telling me how some other YouTube channel had interviewed him or some shit, and then he just walked off. I was like, what the fuck? It was like, this shit was bananas. I was like, what in the hell just happened? I was like, and he just walked off. I was like, So I don't know what happened. I'm not mad at the dude neither. I want to be clear about this. Oh man, I want to be clear about this. But so he come out the store, and dude just walked off. I was like, yo. So like I asked him, like and I'm standing in the street. I'm taking photos. So I asked him, and he walked past me. He said something. I'm not sure. I don't think it was nothing negative, but he just said a thing. You understand what I'm saying? And he was like, yeah, there was another YouTube channel out here talking to us. And he just walked off. I was like, I said, oh man, I gotta go home. I ain't got time for this today. I finished taking my photos. And then I came back and I started actually looking up on the matter, and I need to start putting together strips and stuff like that. So I came back and I started actually putting together the matter with the photos and videos that I got. I need some shots at night though, because all of the shots I have is during the day. So I should have went out there last night when it got dark, especially while the police is still out there, and got some videos. Got some video of it at night also for what I'm thinking about putting together. I know y'all all like the American Killer series, right? What do you think Netflix is doing right now when they did the Jeffrey Dahmer jump off? That's basically my fucking idea. You do understand this, right? Now go look when I had American Killers up. I got a couple of those episodes up already. They're like 6 years old, homie. I just want y'all to understand. I am not a fraud. I'm ahead of my time. That's the problem. So everything sucks. But I am not a fraud. Go look at our American Killer series. Did we do Jeffrey Dahmer? We didn't do Jeffrey Dahmer. I'm about to do Jeffrey Dahmer. Go look at our American Killer series. I'm gonna do Jeffrey Dahmer, and when we get our shit back, I'm gonna upload the bitch. Watch. Oh shit! I just thought of something. All right, we gotta go play basketball today because I gotta get some exercise in. I'm hoping the fucking it rains, so I'm hoping the floor get dry. It's already gonna be windy as hell, so it's probably gonna be a lot of layups. A lot of layups and a lot of glass shots. That's why I could shoot backboard shots, by the way, just random. Because I grew up playing basketball next to Yankee Stadium and it's windy as shit. So we had to learn how to shoot it off the glass. Can we move on to another topic? Would y'all like to move on to another topic? I want to discuss some Kanye West shit. I want to discuss we at 16-minute mark. I want to discuss some Kanye West shit, but we didn't add 5 minutes to that because usually about the 5 minute, 6 minute mark, right? That's usually when we usually start the show. So if you add 5, 6 minutes to that, that'll be like at the 20 something mark, right? So that's enough time for the initial video. Check this out. Did y'all hear what Kanye West said? Did y'all hear what Kanye West said? I think I didn't hear what Kanye West said. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. The shit that Kanye West just accused people of, if this is true, he's probably not going to live much longer. So I don't know if I should be taking this, how seriously I should be taking this. Is he just feeding into people's already fears? But just because somebody fears something already doesn't mean that it's not something that's true. So the reason in which why I'm saying that is, Malik K said he doubled down, he tripled down, homie. I'm going to tell you what I believe happened real quick, so we could just, real quick, I'll tell you what I believe happened. LeBron James. When LeBron James in the NBA had to fold, what are y'all going to do when players in the NBA refuse to wear Nikes? What will you do if all black players in all sports just refuse to wear Nikes and Adidas? What up, Tony Longstreet? Shout out to Chicago, Lakefront, salute. What do you think these companies would do? You see, why everybody is saying, leave the NBA, get a new league. Not everybody, I just had one person say that to me. What I'm saying is, that's not the way to solve the problem. You already have all the power in the NBA. The NBA has zero power. Just like in America, the people have all the power. The government actually has zero power. We give the government power. Do you understand that? The government actually has zero power in America. If at any time at all, us as Americans decided, you know what, screw the government, the same thing will happen over here that's happening in those other countries. I'm just telling you, you could not believe me if you don't want to. Shout out to the few, salute. It's a salute, Frost. So one of the things that is happening, and this is just me saying this shit, you don't gotta believe me if you don't, but in my opinion, one of the things that is happening is because the NBA lost that little pull, that tug of war with Kyrie Irving, that gave Kanye a better footing to stand on. Before the Kyrie Irving shit happened, Kanye was out the door. But the thing that's helping Kyrie Irving's situation is that Adidas overstepping by talking about they're going to still sell Yeezys even without Kanye. If you buy a pair of Yeezys without Kanye and you black, you a whole sellout. I don't care what nobody say. A lot of y'all niggas is sellouts anyway. Y'all be hating on each other. Y'all just be seeing another black man winning and just be hating. Y'all's a sellout. Literally, that's what a sellout does. Just so y'all just literally, that's what a sellout does. Just so we could be clear. Literally. So, something else I'm interested into. So, just so we can be clear, and I'm gonna get to what he said. Kanye West, listen, this is what I mean by the nigga be talking slick. In the conversation, he said that he has nothing to fear. He hasn't killed anybody, so he's not gonna go to jail. So therefore, they don't own him. And then he named Shaq, Beyonce, and Jay-Z. What the fuck? Part of my language. That's not bananas? Hold on, that's not bananas? Just what he's implying there. And then, to top everything off, he mentioned his mom's. Then he mentioned Michael Jordan's father. What? So I don't know what Kanye is on currently. I'm not saying any of this shit he is saying is correct. But I am going to say this. They might have tugged at the wrong cape. They might have tugged it, and not Kyrie, not Kanye, Kyrie. You got to understand how despicable a person has to be to try to tarnish the name of a good man. Think about that for one moment. Think about how despicable a person has to be to try to tarnish the name, even attempt to tarnish the name of an actual good man. Remember, we don't got many of those. Even some people who are despicable won't do that. Even some people that are just bad people won't do that. They still have a certain sense of morals. Think about how disgustingly despicable a person has to be to try to tarnish a good man's name. Remember, we don't got many of those. And I'm not saying black, I'm saying people-wise. We got people who are great people. But if you turn them screws, we don't got many people that are good men and they're going to stand on their shit. Kyrie standing on his shit. It takes a good man to know nobody is going to believe you, but not to change your story. To know nobody's going to believe the truth. I once had somebody tell me that if I don't do what they want, and I had more than one person tell me this, if I don't do what they want, they're going to lie on me. And they're going to get other people to help them with the lie. And nobody's ever going to believe me. And they're just going to fuck my name up. And nobody's going to know I'm an honest person. That's the threat people give me, by the way. That's the threat. They don't threaten me. No, like, they threaten me with everything. But I don't never give in. That's the threat. We're going to fuck your name up and make you look like somebody you're not. And because you really are that person that we're going to tell people that you're not, there's nothing you're going to be able to do because you're not going to be able to operate like we operate. It takes a real despicable person to do that. That being said, Kyrie said some things. Pardon me, Kanye said some things that he can only say now because of Kyrie. But the funny part, the people on, hold on, Malik K says, but the funny part, the people on 125th and the Brown in Brooklyn speaking the truth. They doing it with the wrong energy. You got to understand the energy of the Most High is also, confidence isn't loud, my nigga. I don't know no other way to put it. That's why a lot of times somebody will be confident like shit and we confuse them. Confidence isn't loud. Nowadays, we believe that arrogance is confidence and confidence is arrogance. We believe that when you win, if you don't celebrate to a certain degree, we expect for the celebration. If you do not celebrate, then what's wrong with you? You think you're better than me? So nowadays, we believe that arrogance is confidence and confidence is arrogance because confidence is not loud. Confidence doesn't ask for attention. When confidence walks in the room, everybody turn around. Confidence is so bananas that when you have supreme confidence, even when you're in the moment where you lack confidence, people still see it. They just don't know what it is. They have no idea, but they still see it. And as far as that go, I think those dudes on 125th and in Brooklyn are using the wrong energy. Because first of all, anybody that's accepting the Most High Son and coming through the Most High through His Son in doing what we're supposed to be doing and accepting the Lord as their Savior and all that, then you are accepted into the arms. You have the ability to be accepted into the heaven. So for people to just say indiscriminately because you belong or you was born into this demographic that there's no way in the way in the hell, everything that you just outcast is no, that's not true. That's one of the literal reasons why the resurrection of Jesus Christ was so important. But so I got a problem with them that they do that. I don't like that. And also, this is the issue. People think that I'm confrontational, but I'm not. I'm not at all confrontational. But what happens is, if you come at me in a certain way, I'm going to put out an energy that might make you feel a way that's going to cause for you to then attack. So that's usually what happens when I get into conversations with people. And that's why I sometimes just don't want to talk. It has nothing to do, I do not think I'm better than anybody. You have no idea how often I look at people and I could just see their gifts. Nobody said anything about weaponizing the word of God for their own gain. I'd appreciate it if you don't put words in my mouth. Thank you very much. I think that we should always be speaking the word of the Most High. I think that even in moments where somebody is weaponizing the word of the Most High, it's being done because in that moment, somebody there is supposed to be learning a lesson. So I'm in no way going to be ever saying that somebody shouldn't use the words of the Bible at all. Who am I? That would be. I don't have that much. It's like, what the fuck? What the fuck? Why don't y'all like people talking to God, yo? You know, in that moment you're talking to God. If you're not being honest in the conversation, that's up to you. In that moment where you're talking to God. If you're not being honest in that moment, that's you. When you're reading the Bible and we talking about the Bible, I'm talking, we're in the conversation, but I'm talking to God. I'm talking to God. The fuck? Part of my language. These guys hate when people talk to God. What in the heck? No, nobody enforce on me. Please do not think that way. Please do not think that way. We are fine with people talking to God. If they want to talk to God in a manner in which where they're incorrectly using the passages, that's on them. If they're using it correctly, the words of the Lord should be weaponized 100% of the time. What are you talking about? We're in a fight against Satan. We should be weaponizing all of the Lord's shit. Everything that got to do with the Most High should be used as a weapon against evil. What is wrong with you? What the hell? So we supposed to come up against evil and say, you know what? I'm going to do all of the things that don't include God. That's what these guys are saying. They're like, yo, man, I need you to stop talking about God because we don't want him in the conversation. No! Shout out to the Most High. On top of that, let's read what they sent me today. What in the heck, yo? This is really where we at in the world? I actually read it already today. I never could say this. I don't even know why I can't say this word, but I just can't say this word. Colossians, whatever the heck. I can't say the word, man. 3, 2. I'm going to start at 1 though. It says, since then you have been raised with Christ. Set your eyes on things above where Christ is, seated at the right hand of God. Set your minds on things above, not on earthly things. For you died, and your life is now hidden with Christ in God. When Christ, who is in your life, appears, then you also will appear with him in glory. Put to death, therefore, whatever belongs to this earthly, put to death, therefore, whatever belongs to your earthly nature. Sexual immorality, impurity, lust, evil desires, and greed, which is idolatry. Because of these, the wrath of God is coming. You used to walk in these days, and your life once lived, but now you must also rid yourself of all such things as these: anger, rage, malice, slander, and filthy language from your lips. Do not lie to each other, since you have taken off your old self with its practices and have put on the new self, which is being renewed in the knowledge and in the image of its creator. Here, there is no Gentile or Jew, circumcised or uncircumcised, barbarian or Scythian, slave or free, but in Christ there is in all. Therefore, as God's chosen people, holy and dearly loved, clothe thyself with compassion, kindness, humility, gentleness, and patience. Bear with each other and forgive one another. For any of you has a grievance against someone, forgive as the Lord forgave you. And all of those virtues put on love, and over all these virtues put on love, which binds them all together in perfect unity. That's where I'm gonna stop. I think shout out to that. That was what the word for today. That kind of covered up almost everything we was just currently talking about. I keep trying to tell y'all, I'm always speaking from the Bible, even like everything that I talk about. I keep explaining this to y'all. That's literally almost everything we was just talking about, right? I literally just had this exact conversation that we just read with y'all with no script or nothing. I literally just spoke words that are in the Bible. And you think I'm the bad guy? I literally, that whole conversation we've been having so far is literally encapsulated in the passage that we just read from the Bible. So I don't know what to tell you, man. Shout out to the person that encouraged us to actually read the Bible by trying to come in here and discourage us to read the Bible. Don't know what to tell you. Go cop some BBN merch. If you want to support the channel, you can cop some BBN merch. If you liked any aspect of the show, you can pull up to our Cash App. Pardon me. Back to the whole Kanye West conversation. We were talking about the Hebrew Israelite thing, just so we can be clear. So I don't think that just because somebody is a Hebrew Israelite, they're supposed to look down on other people. Even like if you're a Christian, you're not supposed to look down on other people. If you're a Muslim, you're not supposed to look down on other people. So I think independent of whatever your theology or whatever your spiritual beliefs are, or whatever your beliefs are, I don't think you should ever look down on other people. You understand what I'm saying? And then one of the most important things that passage we were just reading was saying, do not slander. Like slander is so, slander, wasn't that just what we was just talking about? I did not read that far when I read that passage earlier. I did not read that far. I don't think I read that far, to be honest with you. Did I? I'm gonna go look again. I don't think I read that far. No, I didn't read that far. Shit, I wish I would have kept reading. Let the peace of Christ rule in your hearts. Since as members of one body, you are called to peace, and be thankful. Let the message of Christ dwell amongst you richly as you teach and admonish one another with all wisdom through psalms, hymns, and songs from the Spirit, singing to God with gratitude in your heart. And whatever you do, whether in word or deed, do it all in the name of the Lord Jesus, giving thanks to God the Father through him. Wives, women are probably not going to like this part, but wives, submit yourself to your husbands as it's fitting to the Lord. Husbands, love your wife and do not be harsh with them. Children, obey your parents in everything, for this pleases the Lord. Fathers, do not embitter your children, or they will become discouraged. Slaves, obey your earthly masters in everything. Now that's wild. That might be why they don't want to take the verbiage of slave out of for everybody that don't know, I want to stop right there. For everybody that don't know, if slavery has been up to be voted for in a couple of states, and I think at least one of the states, Louisiana, agreed to keep slavery. And I think the reason why a state like Louisiana would do it is because they probably force these guys to like work on the road and make the road and shit. You understand what I'm saying? So I thought that was interesting. And the reason why I want to point that out is I keep telling y'all we're supposed to live by the laws of the country that we live in. If you are in a country, you're supposed to respect those laws. So there's a lot of shit that y'all don't agree with, but it's not against the law. So that's why a lot of shit I say, I might not agree with it, or I might agree that the person did the right thing, but it's still against the law. So I have to speak on the manner. I can't say that person should be free. or however that go, because we still got to respect the law. You understand what I'm saying? And respecting the law means a lot. That's part of something that the Bible literally tells us that we should do. Jason Elliott said, yeah, that Angola prison in Louisiana is basically a plantation. I didn't know nothing about that. You just put me on the put me on the game. Shout out to you, you rat bastards. Yeah, so that energy. You understand? We should, I speak almost everything I talk about, reflect on the Bible mostly before I speak. Especially if I'm focusing, at least, I'll say. I'm almost, before I say anything, I almost always reflect on the Bible. That's why sometimes when people get into arguments with me about things, I'm like, I'm trying to explain that we're not talking about the same thing, because I'm talking about a principle where you're talking about actual application. So we're just not having the same conversation. You understand? And sometimes it's hard to tell people that we're not having the same conversation, because they might take that disrespectfully, like I'm trying to say that I'm smarter than them. No. You might be having a higher level conversation than I'm having. Your conversation might be more intelligent than the conversation I'm having. You might be talking about it on a different, on a higher level than what I'm talking about it on. I'm just saying I can't say you're wrong and you can't say that I'm wrong, because we're not talking about the same thing. This might be a situation where both things could be right. But the thing is, people, when they having an argument with you rather than when they're debating with you or having a conversation with you, they need you to be wrong. Everybody just can't be right. So they need to propose their point in a way to dissect your point, rather than propose their point in a manner in which where they're just exhibiting an idea. Let's just propose an idea. Let's exhibit an idea. Let's do that. Because the idea might be great. We might be able to work from the idea. That idea that you might have might be better with aspects of the idea that I have, or my idea might be better with the aspects of the idea that you have. But if you propose your idea in a manner to take away from my idea, and or I do the same to you, how are you going to be receptive, or how am I going to be receptive to the now criticism, when it could have just been a building project? We could have just been building with one another, but we turned it from a situation where we're building into a situation where we're criticizing. And I think that that's another problem that we just currently have in our just in general, in I guess it's just on the internet, where people choose to criticize over choose to build. You understand? Like, I'm not good at things because I'm so super smart. I'm good at things because I listen and take advice. Literally. I know people think I don't take any advice at all. I take a shitload of advice. That was part of the problem that it created the situation that caused me a lot of problems. I take a shitload of advice. I'm always trying to figure out how I'm going to get people to work with. I need a team. I need a team. I imagine if I had a computer editor guy. I got a guy, but I can't pay him. And the guy's incredible. It's Hollywood Pompey's brother, I think. The guy's incredible. He does incredible work. I was posting him for a while. But some weirdo shit happened. Some shit happened that had nothing to do with him, by the way. So that's the only reason why I didn't want to. But he's an incredible guy. Like he has good work ethic. He's young. He's really nice with He's really nice with the video editing. He changed his name. I'll tell you what his name was, but he changed his name, and that's the only reason why I don't see him in my feed no more. But if I had the money to pay this guy, hell yeah, I pay that guy. I pay that guy and we go work. You know what I'm saying? But I don't got the money to pay him. So I can't ask him to come out there and do that level of work. Like, it's different for me to say, go jump in your computer and work in your computer and do something, and we're going to fuck with some shit that only going to, you could set fucking 45 minutes aside on your day and fuck with it. An hour aside on your day and fuck with it at your own convenience. Other than me saying, yo, we got to meet up over here. It's going to be 3 hours, 4 or 5 hours, and I'm not paying you. What the fuck? We're not doing that. We got to figure something out. It has to be a joint project, or basically, you know what I'm saying? It has to be something that we communicated that it's a joint project. We know nobody getting no bread from it, but we going to make money from it. That I'm here for. But if I'm asking for you to come do something for me, where it's not a joint project. There's no percentage on it. You understand what I'm saying? Like, that's fucked up. He once told me that was cool too, but I just couldn't do it. I just felt like that would be taking advantage of the situation. You understand what I'm saying? And I didn't have nothing at the time lined up because it was just a bad time of the year, I guess. I don't know. I think I just didn't reach out. I could have. Like, if I had him right now, I would have had him pull up with me the other night at SOBs. That would have been, and then I would have been able to be on camera talking my shit. Boom, boom, boom. Got somebody using the camera. Boom, boom, boom. I would have been able to be a host. You know what I'm saying? What I'm saying? If I had somebody holding the camera, I could go in there and I could really do my Jack Crosby a whole shit. Host shit. I should have contacted him. I didn't even think about it, to be honest with you. And he's an incredible videographer and an incredible editor. And he comes from good stock. Shout out to Hollywood Pompeii. He comes from good stock. That guy's incredible also. He's good with it. I got a Hollywood Pompeii video. I need to, like I said before, I need to be able to use a better caliber editing equipment, and my computer's fucked up. So I found the video for Hollywood Pompeii. It's gonna still take some time to come out because I gotta get my computer straightened out. I will be playing basketball today in Seagate. I keep looking outside. I'm hoping that it dries up some. It's gonna be an overcast and shit. If there's anything that I want to talk about, put it in the chat. Somebody literally said that shit too. Like, why don't y'all want people talking about God? You're supposed to use God as a weapon against evil. Like, what do you think God is supposed to be? Like, what do you think? You don't think God is supposed to be used as a weapon against evil? Like, you're supposed to. Like, if you're going through a hard time in your life, you're supposed to call on God for his strength. Call on for God's assistance. What is wrong with you people? Y'all still think I'm the bad guy. And these people want me to not speak to God, and you think I'm the bad guy. Literally, almost everything I say is shit that they say in the Bible. I just talk 90s, early 2000s language. Almost everything I say, almost everything I talk about, almost every breakdown, I'm looking at the Bible when going over whatever the instance is, period. That's why I keep trying to tell you a big problem in our community is mental health. And the reason why mental health is such a bad problem is because everybody's slandering everybody else. Everybody got to act like they don't care that they being slandered. Everybody got to act like they don't care that there's people out there that's just harming their name. Like, nobody is probably never going to know who I am. I might die and nobody even know who I am. Like, because I see who people think I am. So I might, like, literally, like, I live every day of my life knowing that nobody is never going to know who I am. And there's nothing I can do about it. So that's just how I live my life. So what you got to understand is that y'all looking at these individuals that's having mental health breakdowns in public, but nobody is talking about all of the people that's driving those people to have these mental health episodes. People are just saying, be stronger. They're not saying, look at the person that's shooting them. They're not saying, we got to stop stabbing niggas. They saying niggas got to stop bleeding when they getting stabbed. So I need you to understand. I need for you to explain that to me. I just need it to be explained, and I'm fine. I need to know why we say the person getting stabbed got to stop bleeding, but we not telling the person that's doing the stabbing to stop stabbing. If you understood how much of the Bible is always saying one of the most important things to do is not cause harm to other people, you will really understand that when I be saying niggas is going to hell, I'm not just saying that because I'm mad. Like, I'm literally trying to explain to you. These dudes is literally going to hell. This is not me. I'm not saying this because I'm pissed. I'm not saying this because I'm angry. I might be pissed. I might be angry. I'm saying this because this is a factual statement. Keep trying to tell y'all better watch who y'all go behind, who y'all follow behind, who y'all parrot. You better watch who you parrot. God will put somebody dead in front of you. Shout out to NASDAQ, Brooklyn. God will put somebody dead in front of you, telling all of the things that are right. And then he will have Satan attack that person like crazy just to see who stick around. That'd be your test. I'm going to go get me a little bit more coffee. That'd be your test. God be like, all right. You say that you want to hear my word. You say that you want to get closer to me. Here you go. Boom. I'm going to put somebody dead in your face. This person is going to be going through all the issues in the world, but he is going to be speaking my word. Let's see if you hear it. Why do you think I upset people so much? That's why I upset people so much. I'm telling you why. I be upsetting their demons. So I upset people so much. That's what I think it is, to be honest with you. Everybody always say I think I'm all that, and at the same I'm like, how? I'm like, how? Like, how? I don't think nothing bad about you. If for you to say I think I'm all of that is for you to say that I think I'm better than you. I don't think I'm better than you. I just think that I'm great. Like, what the fuck? I can't have no control over whether you think you great or not. I'm going to think I'm great, though. Why not? Just imagine how much somebody got to hate you for when you have something good happen to you and you happy. For them to say that because you happy, that means that that you are a narcissist or you are selfish. And you probably been going through the worst fucking season of your life. And then one thing good happened to you and people try to say, oh, you don't deserve that. Imagine how much evil got to be in the motherfucker. At that point, that shit might have something to do with who you are, but that just got to do with niggas being evil. Motherfuckers sitting around with people plotting on how they gonna attack somebody else and cause for them to hurt themselves or something. Niggas is evil, man. I'm really pumped up to go play basketball today. I hope somebody comes. I'm gonna go live. I hope some people come out to play, not to argue or whatever that other shit niggas love doing. Hope some people come out to play. Not that arguing, not that, I don't know what that other shit niggas be wanting to do. I'm not here for that. I need some more coffee. We play some Rich Baby. We're gonna play some Rich Baby. We're gonna be right back because I wanna make my coffee and shit. So we're gonna play some Rich Baby. Rich Baby. Oh, and we don't even got that much power on this phone, by the way, because I don't think I've charged it all the ways. And I'm gonna. It's at like 28%. select 30. Boom. You know, if somebody tells you that somebody did something and then they bring some kind of proof and they bring other types of evidence and then you say that the person did the thing, that's not you lying. Now, if you continue to keep on going on with the thing, whether it's a truth or whether it's a lie or not, that can become slander. Just so we could be clear. You could be slandering somebody by constantly bringing something up that you do not know whether it's true or not. Now, if you know something's 100% true, I don't think you can slander in that regard. It's not really slandering. But if you do not know whether something is true or not, and you keep harping on it, I think that can be slander. Have you seen me do that? Nah. I think I put way too much opposite. And yeah, that girl said he raped her. I don't know why you want people to talk about that girl that Zeke said raped her. There's a girl that Zeke said raped her. For some strange reason, there's people that want to come in here and talk about it. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put this on inability to spam. I don't know why you want to talk about the girl that Zeke allegedly raped. But we are not trying to talk about that person at all for multiple different reasons. And we're also not having a discussion about women getting taken advantage of today. We had some extremely heroic women from Coney Island go out there and risk their lives last night. And we have this particular individual that want to come in here and bring up some mess regarding some other stuff. I don't want to speak about that particular person. And I definitely don't want to talk about the heinous crime that they're accused of taking. The very heinous, despicable crime that I do believe that this person will 100% do. Also, so let's get back to the actual show. I like this. So we're gonna be hooping today in Seagate. If y'all want to come out there and hoop out with me, hopefully I'm gonna be recording also. If anybody want to come out there and hoop out with me, you can get your BBN merch in the link is in the description. Also, once again I want to give a big shout out to those ladies that flagged down the police the other day, and even more than that, the woman that distracted the dude that actually had the firearm. 100%, definitely. Just so you know, that was some heroism at its finest. The city needs to start reaching out to people who do things like that more. Just so we could be clear. Like, I don't know if they would want their names to be out there, but that was heroism at its finest. I would love to talk with those ladies if they would speak with me. I would love to talk with them. Just to know, like, just to have a real sit-down conversation with them. Set up a camera somewhere, have a sit-down conversation with them. There got to be a barbershop or something around here, right? Sit down, have a conversation with them about the situation and how they was feeling, what was going on, and shit like that. I would love to. We don't even need a barbershop. Do we have somewhere over here where just people from the community could come sit in the audience, maybe? That would be lit. I'd do that. I'd do that in a split second. Yeah? We had a venue out here where we have some people that could sit down in the audience and we could have a conversation with the lady or whatever about the situation, and quite possibly me even hear from the audience. Yeah, I'd do that. Why wouldn't I? I keep trying to tell you the stuff I would want to do, but whenever I try to do something, I go talk to somebody about doing it, and then some people from out of blue go contact those people and say I'm trying to cheat them, and then the people don't do it, so I can't bring it to you. Half of the time, it don't even be nothing about money. It just like it really don't. They apparently, I can't even tell you what it is because people gonna say I'm complaining. So fuck it, just whatever, right? I just gotta suffer. Let's go. Definitely shout out to those ladies that were out there. Without a shadow of a doubt, shout out to those ladies that were out there. Let me put this on. If you when you become a member, you can't talk for a really long time. I'm gonna put it on subscribers only and 20 minutes. Boom. Yes, I would definitely do that. Like if we had somewhere, like they got a store somewhere, like but it got like a big inside or something, and you could pull the shit to the side and set some chairs up. I would 100% go in there and do a BBN show. That's a fact. What up, Crown Height? That's a fact. Let's play some Rich Baby. I'm gonna play some Rich Baby for y'all, then we're gonna come right back. Also, I'm gonna hoop out today. I'm gonna go on camera. We're gonna go live. We're gonna hoop out today. Let's get to this Rich Baby. Should I do the drip check? The other drip check. You got a different drip check out here too. I accidentally erased the one that was on our channel, so we playing the one on the other channel for a while. Let's go.
Made a meal before the rich, eat no lacking, bitch, I'm sitchy like my bitch is yellow bone. Ass fat, yeah, I'm picky, I'm the type to hit a bitch from the back like she Ricky. Get her hair done, just to get some top, now it's frizzy. Till I'm done, I just bust all on her face, left her sticky. Flood the whole hood with work, shit, now everybody busy. When I make the whole hood coming, everybody with me. I'm the type to pop out with that stick, like you watching Disney. Put 2 O's in both sides of his V, now he drizzy. I just be down in my feelings like who really rockin' with me. Yeah, my trap booming. Bitch, I got more 3-5s than Griffies. Yeah, them purse real. Give it 5 minutes, you be itchy. Man, I hate these hoes. All of them some bougie broke bitches. Living rich records. Bitch, we some cutthroat niggas. Wanna be the game, gotta catch a body, no snitching. When I caught that case, it was just me, no code of fitness. How I change up. Been acting like I don't know niggas. Switch your names up. No, this ain't that.
Been acting like I don't know niggas.
Switch my name up. Yeah, but I'm the same old nigga. Plain James cool, yeah, but I like diamonds on my stacks. Still can't believe he independent. Long red hat. Niggas know he shot stacks. Killer, that's that get back. Every time we spend our house block, they heard that shit clap. Everybody kick like 4Ks, that's a Kit Kat. Bitch, I dropped a mint on the grill, that's a Tic Tac. I be fresh as fuck, all designer, but it's mismatch. Tap in, I'm taxing for the sauce, yeah, I got that. Bitch, don't ask me what I'm smoking on, cause it's that iPad.
I don't care if you like it or not.
Hitting who I shot at. Know his name ain't T.I., but we left that nigga top back. Got them all waiting for the tape, they like drop that. When I'm in the A, they know my shit, I gotta pop that. Thinking I can't fuck your bitch, nigga, boy, stop that. Yeah, bitch, I'm who got you getting dropped if you not that. 731,
Yo, imagine, I'm gonna tell you a real fact though. Imagine a nigga that could beg your shorty, but he just does it. Because he's not even losing, he's be out here begging niggas shorties. Just think about that for a minute. What time is it? I'm gonna go play basketball early. I need to go move around. I don't get out enough. I need to go move around, get my blood pumping. something happening. Yeah, I would love to go speak. I would do a Coney Island fucking show. Like, you know how I do my Tonight Show? Like, if I knew, I tried to be nice or meet some of the people that own the establishments around here, but shit just kept going left. So I stopped trying. I'm just being honest with you. We got the one spot all the way over there at the we got one spot that is a good spot, but we went in there already. But like, I would want to bring something big there, not something. I would want to get a little bit of practice in before I do the full blown thing. You feel me? Oh, I have this dope ass idea for me and Star. I have a dope ass idea for me and Star podcast. Incredible idea. I came up with it like 3 days ago. What's today? Saturday? Yeah, I came up with it like 3-4 days ago. Concept, idea, everything. The whole idea, the whole concept, the whole marketing, everything. That's what I do for fun. And so what happened was, I had a positive memory of Star, and the idea just came to me like that. I'm just not going to tell nobody what it is ever unless we get the opportunity to do it. But it's an incredible idea. And not just that, but we're going to have guests. But the guests that we're going to have, we don't even get it yet. We don't even get it yet. We're going to blow it out the box. Blow it straight out the box. I mean, the idea at least. The idea, the concept. And I really can't do it with anybody else. Like, it's specifically for me and him. It wouldn't work if I tried to do it with somebody else. It wouldn't work if somebody else tried to do it. You would need both of us. I like creating things that you have to have me involved in order for it to work the appropriate way. I just this time made something that you have to have me involved in, you have to have Star involved in order to be able to fully materialize the idea. That's why when people try to steal my ideas, like, it might work for them a little bit, but it don't really work. It don't work to the magnitude that it was my idea, because you're missing the main ingredient. I promise you, any idea I have, I'm the main ingredient. I promise you. And that's by design. I always want to make it so you can't 100% benefit even if you steal the idea. So it's always by design. What up, Hassan Shipman? He says, BBN, Jack Frost, what's up? Put some Frost in the chat. He dropped the whole avalanche. Yo, I'm going to be hooping today. I'm going to be out in the park hooping today. Shout out to Hassan Shipman. Salutes. You already know what it is. I'm going to be out in the park hooping today. But yeah, I wanted to do a Coney Island show. And not only that, but we have a pretty diverse community over here. I would have did the show with the community in where I live at, and I would do the show with the community. It would be dope if we could have even, I would love to have a situation where all parties are invited. Maybe then we could get some community leaders to pull up. Like that's how you make shit happen. You understand what I'm saying? So that's why I was trying to talk to the people in the stores around here, but like everything is, people see these videos online, so they think I'm somebody I'm not. So it makes it so hard for me to have just a normal conversation. You understand what I'm saying? So in any regard, shout out to the Most High. But yeah, that was something that I would have loved to do. take my tonight show, instead of shooting it out of my crib, we go set up in an establishment. We can have a audience, and during the show we can ask people about what they think, their opinions about what we're talking about. And obviously when situations like what just transpired happen, I would love to be able to have guests. And there's people in the community that might be rappers or actors or just might be doing shit that maybe you want to come on and be a guest on the show. We can do that. Like, the point in which I'm trying to make is I can get all of this shit done and do all of this shit, but I can't do anything if whenever I'm trying to work with somebody, you just allow for the people that you just believe the people that hate me. Like, how the fuck am I gonna get anything done? So that's where we're at right now. And sooner or later, we're gonna meet people on overtime, and we're gonna meet people on overtime, and we're gonna make something happen. But until then, I don't want to show my hand. So I don't want to show everything that I can do. I don't want to show the world everything that I'm capable of. Because every time I show the world I'm capable of something, the shit gets stolen from me, and then I get nothing. And everybody say there's something wrong with me because I want to get something out of my work. Like that. So I don't understand that. That just sounds like the world hates me. Like, I could be wrong, but it just sounds like hate. Like, I'm supposed to work so other people could benefit, but I get the opposite of benefit. Like, that just sounds like everybody hates me. You know what I'm saying? That sounds like hate. Like, that's just hate. I don't know what to tell you. That's like you're a running back, and they just going to give all of your yards to the other running back, though. But you're going to get all the hits. But they just going to make sure they give the all of your yards. Anyway, I want to play some. I want to hoop. I'm playing some basketball today. Make sure this phone is getting charged up over here because this is going to be the phone I'm going to be shooting from. It's looking good. It looks like the sun is picking up the waters outside because it's really, really flooded out here. Look like the sun is getting its water up. It's supposed to be 60-something degrees today, so it's going to be a good wind. I mean, it's going to be, like, you know, nice and warm. I think it's supposed to be windy, though. So there's probably going to be a lot of layups. That's, not for nothing, but that's one of the reasons why I'm real good at taking the ball to the rack. Because where I used to play that was right next to fucking that water over there. So it was always really, really windy in back in Yankee Stadium. And just the way the wind blew, it was just really windy. So some days you couldn't shoot no jump shots. It was just not going to work. So that's why I can go to the rack. I just don't do it that much no more because, to be honest with you, I'm just not in. I got my calf right here cramp up. I got to figure out how to stop my calf literally cramps up every time I throw it into third gear. So most of the time I'm playing on first gear. I'm not even pushing into second gear. Every time I throw it to third gear, my calf cramps up. So that's what's going on. So that's why I keep trying to tell y'all. Y'all have not seen me play. I'm not nowhere. I'm way faster than this. Like, way faster. Like, way faster. It's just my calf cramp up every time I throw it in the third gear. You haven't even seen fifth gear. Yeah, we played that Rich Baby. That's a fact, Hassan Campbell. Salute. You ran that Rich Baby. Hell yeah. I'm a lot faster. Like, a lot faster. That's why when I play basketball, people be like, yo, he's quick. I be like, I'm going in slow motion. Anyway. What y'all want to talk about, put it in the chat. Reasonable shit, please. What y'all want to talk about, put it in the chat. Reasonable shit, please. What y'all want to talk about, put it in. What y'all want to talk about? I'm going to tell you what's going to end up happening. I'm going to end up meeting some chick, right? And hopefully she don't got a job. I'm not going to lie. Hopefully she got a part-time job, if any job. I don't really care if she got a job or not. I want help. Do I know about the FT? I don't know much about what's going on in the crypto world. Put me on audio transport. I would love to hear. I'm just telling y'all something, but he just said crypto, and that just absolutely just, he's about to tell me about something I don't know. So that's why I lose it sometimes. I really love learning new stuff. So I don't even know what the fuck I was just telling y'all about. But yeah, tell me about the crypto. Like, y'all really don't understand me if you think that I don't want to know stuff that I don't already know. Like, you really don't understand me. No, tell me. You said, do I know about the FTX thing? No, tell me. You know about it, right? I'm hoping you know about it because you asked me about it. I hope you're not in here asking me about shit you don't know nothing about. A company went bankrupt that a bunch of people were very invested in, and the company owned other crypto companies, and now no one can get their money. Oh, wow. I didn't know about that. Did you hear about the dude that just got arrested, though? Let me tell you what he did. Hold on. I'm not trying to go off topic. You're just talking about some illegal shit that just happened in the crypto world. I'm going to tell you about some other illegal shit that also happened in the crypto world. So there was this dude back in like 2012 or some shit like that. A long time ago. I don't know when it was. But apparently what he did was he did some kind of weird hack on some crypto page. So he made it so that he sent in so many, like he DDoS'd it or some shit, right? So basically what happened was they were supposed to only send him like one a crypto coin or whatever, but he did the shit and he ended up getting like 150 of them bitches. And you know how much money one crypto coin is worth. So what happened was somebody broke into his house. Now if you know anything, you keep crypto coins like on, this isn't a flash drive, but you keep cryptos like on like a flash drive type thing. So somebody broke into his crib, stole a nigga cryptos, a whole bunch of other shit. So he go to tell the police. So that's how they found out about his crimes. So this was definitely one of those situations where you either gotta flex or you gotta be on the low. That's the only way to do it. You can't be in the middle. You gotta be a flexer or you gotta be on the low. Because how is he even gonna be explain how he had all that money? He was gonna live for the rest of his life or for never have to do nothing. And how somehow he fucked it up. How? I would have had no friends. I would have had a wife. I promise you. I would have had a wife. Whatever kids we would have had, I would have been figuring out a way to clean some of that money and open up some fucking businesses. Because that shit is fun. I don't care how much money I get. I want to open businesses. The shit is fun. So that's what I would have been doing. First thing you gotta do is get a wife though, because you can't trust no nigga. Gotta get a wife. Y'all out here, that's why we losing, man. We out here having all of these different people in our lives and we don't got one wife. Tom Brady lost like 50 million on the TFX thing. 500 million. Wow. You think Tom Brady has $500 million? What's Tom Brady's net worth? How much money you said Tom Brady lost? I'm just curious. I'm not coming for you. Because here I see he's worth 250 million. And it says it everywhere. How much money you say he lost? That nigga lost so much money he owe? Oh man. Damn, Tom, that shit hit him hard. It was like, times. You lost so much of these bitcoins that you owes us. You lost so much of these bitcoins that you owe us double what you're worth. Audio Transport Now says ex-FTX CEO lost his entire $16 billion fortune in less than a week. Okay, that's what you're saying that guy was worth. I don't know what to tell you. Shout out to that shit. I don't know what to tell you. Okay, what's this crypto? I don't know. Crypto won't show him. But you trying to say he had more money in crypto than he had in his net worth? Dude just said a billionaire had his entire fortune in one company. Dude, none of y'all see what I be saying? Thank you very much for Malik K and Jason Elliott. Fucking thank you. Because I don't be wanting to do no pushback against this type of shit. Because as soon as I do pushback, people are saying that I'm wrong. And that this guy's making sense. He's not making no damn sense. That's why I don't be wanting to do no pushback. That's why I don't be wanting to talk to these niggas. Because when I prove what they saying is wrong, or when I make a good point, all the other people be quiet. And all the people on their side keep yelling at me. So that's why I be like, fuck it, I don't want to even argue. Come on, man. This isn't even the craziest shit I heard this week. I just Googled a ton of shit. Shout out to Tim Bullock. Let's talk about the dude arrested. That's it. Let's talk about that. Shout out to Tim Bullock. Salute. That's a great idea. I'm here for that. If you are liking or enjoying any aspect of the show today, you can pull up to the super chat. You cannot pull up for the Cash App for another couple of weeks, but you can pull up to the super chat if you are enjoying any aspect of the show today. All right, let's get back to it. So there was a gentleman that was arrested. His name is Hernandez Govin, I believe. H-E-R, I'm not going to spell it. Govin, G-A-G-O-V-A-N. He was arrested. Apparently, he was a part. First of all, they're saying that his involvement actually began months before the situation happened with Dolph. So I want to be clear on this. This what they're basically telling us is that, you know, all of those scenarios that people was coming up with, yeah, one of those might be real. They was planning for months. One of those scenarios might be real. Anyway, so dude gets busted. It turns out that there is a belief, allegedly, he might be the father of a slain rapper, a female rapper. Her name was Lotta Cash Destro. Destiny Govin was her government name. She was just so we can be clear, shot up in a car in Houston. Her and she was with two people. The man actually got out the vehicle and ran. I think she was the only one that actually didn't survive. With that being said, he gets arrested in Memphis. He gets arrested in connection to the Dolph situation. Now, another thing I want to point out is, when did his last involvement, his only involvement was putting together the situation? Because if so, then that means somebody's talking. That means somebody is telling all of the deets. So you trying to tell me they found the nigga that was in a conversation with these niggas, probably ain't spoke to these dudes in how long? And then, in addition to that, if his daughter actually, if this situation happened to him because of her, then that means that they were right. They were really spinning the block on everybody that was in all of the situations in Memphis. For everybody that don't know, Lotta Cash Destro, I believe she's out of Memphis. She was a Little Uzi Vert artist, though, I believe. I obviously don't know. I'm sorry to say I don't know any of her music. Anyway, so and do you have anything else to add, Tim Bullock, that you might have heard? So he's been arrested. If they have the person who they're saying was involved in the planning stages. That sounds to me like that sounds to me like not near nigga getting away. This dude want us to believe that Tom Brady, a veteran in the NFL, who is notoriously known for not just making spending extravagancies, is going to have $50 million in motherfucking Bitcoin and only $250 as his net worth. Yes, they are saying that. Shout out to Tim Bullock. He says they're saying that the dude Govin is friends with Yo Gotti brother Juke. They actually showed both of them in a photo. I don't know if I want to say best friends, because I had a dude I only knew for like 9 months, and he went and told people me and him was best friends, and tell people I knew him growing up and all types of other weirdo shit. I only knew the nigga for about 8-9 months, maybe. You understand what I'm saying? And apparently there's thousands of people that think that I grew up with this nigga. I don't even know this nigga. So I don't want to say that that's this guy's best friend or not, because we don't know that. Like, we can't know that. I think that's another reason why I don't believe people a lot of times, because I think about, like, when you tell me something about somebody else, sometimes I think about the lies that people told on me, and that's the first thing I think about. Well, that's some shit niggas will lie on you about. So that's the first thing. So that's probably why I'm so cynical, because I've never been this cynical ever in my life. Like, I just became this cynical since YouTube. I've never been this cynical. I've never been like this. I've never seen so much evil. I don't know no way to say it. I've seen people be selfish and misguided, but I never really just seen so much of somebody just doing evil just to do evil. Like, they not really getting nothing out of it. Just, I guess I never really experienced that before. Anyway, yeah, so I don't know if that's the dude's best friend or not. I have no idea. I don't want to lean that far into saying that, because people will swear up and down. Like, they'll tell people like they knew you, and they don't even be knowing you. Some people don't even consider Bitcoin real money, so I don't want to have a Bitcoin conversation. Is that fair? No disrespect to Bitcoin. I'll look it up. I'll look up right what you're talking about. I don't want to poo-poo what you're saying away. You're here. You want to have this discussion. It's just, my dude, you said Tom Brady lost a shitload of $1 million, and the nigga's not worth that much money. So I'm going to put Tom Brady lost, and I see FTX right here. Boom, I'm hitting the button. FTX collapse. Tom Brady, Stephen Curry, Shohei Ohtani. I'm very happy that I know how to pronounce that. Among sports figures set to potentially lose money. This is from 14 hours ago. The cryptocurrency market is rocked. The cryptocurrency market was rocked Friday by the collapse of FTX, which filed for bankruptcy and saw CEO Sam Bankman-Fried resign after, Fried is his name, Sam Bankman-Fried, resigned after his assets plummeted in a worth from $16 billion at the beginning of the week to virtually nothing. The fall of FTX, which has been held as a trusted crypto platform, is set to have major consequences for its investors, several of whom are major figures in the sports and business world. One such prominent investor is Tom Brady. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers and his now ex-wife, Gisele Bündchen, are among the celebrity investors in FTX, as the two were announced as having taken major equity, this is what he's talking about, stakes in the company in 2021. Dude, they had equity. Nobody blocked you. What the fuck is you talking about? You just here to argue. Oh, no, we're not blocking you. You arguing at that guy. Argue away. I don't care. So I'm assuming you're talking about the equity thing. You see, if this was a company like Amazon, I'm gonna be like, yeah, I'm here with you. If this was a company like Netflix, I'm like, I'm here with you. But this is a crypto company with no all due respect. And if you don't get out of these shits, it seems like you lose everything. So they didn't really lose these monies because 9 times out of 10 when a cryptocurrency crashes, it's them saying that that money never existed. Does that make sense? Or am I wrong? Let me know what you think, Auto Transport, since this is your conversation. Stop talking to that guy. I'm going to continue reading. Tell me what you think about that Audio Transport. You heard what I said? That's my perception of the situation. A lot of people, like if you hear, what's this nigga name? The dude, the big investment guy. I can't remember the guy's name. But basically what he says is, oh man. I didn't say that it, oh man. Okay, I'm going to slow my words down. A lot of people don't believe that cryptocurrency is real money. A lot of the people that don't want to take cryptocurrency real, and I'm not saying it's real money or fake money. I'm not taking a position. If you want to give me a crypto coin, a Bitcoin, or any which one of those coins, I'll accept. Now listen, a lot of people don't believe that this is real money. So that's where I want to start from. I'm not saying it's not real money. I'm saying there's people that don't believe that it's real money. So there's a belief that when crypto crashes, one of the reasons why it crashed is because it wasn't really real money in the first place. Now, if you own a crypto company that owns other crypto companies, you can't then say it's a big company that owned other companies. The other companies they own are crypto companies. It's the same fucking company. What are you talking about? Like, I'm not trying to be a dick. We could have the conversation. I'm fine with that. And I do want you, I'm open to learn whatever. But my position is still the same. There's a lot of people that don't take cryptocurrency as a real money. I'm not saying that it's not. I would like to learn more about crypto. Why not? If you want to come on the show one day and talk about it, hit me up. I'm not trying to disrespect your point of view. But what I'm saying is, I don't believe that you could say that those guys lost $50 million or $500 million when that crashed. And the reason being is because it was equity in a company that a lot of people don't believe is real money. Does that make sense? Or is that just, I'm not trying to come at this like, is there no way that I could say anything that people don't think I'm attacking them? I'm just curious. And just so we could be clear, the audience is not wrong if they don't believe that cryptocurrency is real money, so they don't accept equity in it as something that is of value. I'm incorrect about what? Tell me what I'm incorrect about. We are right here. Don't tell me to do research. Tell me what I'm incorrect about. It sounds to me like you might not know what I'm incorrect about, and you just want to sound like you know what you're talking about. Tell me what I'm incorrect about. People like doing that. When you're not wrong, they just are at the extent of what they could discuss. They try to act like, oh, that's it. You're never going to understand it. You don't know more. Tell me where I'm wrong. Some people don't believe that cryptocurrency is real money. What did I say that was wrong? What did I say that would need more research? I'm here. Tell me what I'm saying needs more research. Some people don't believe cryptocurrency is real money. Thank you, Malik K. So I'm going to move on from this because you don't have a point. If you have a point, state your point as I move on from this, and I'll address it. But I don't believe you have a point. So if this was a real company, how come the monies went away? You want to know why the monies went away? It's cryptocurrency. The investors left. Now tell me where I'm wrong. I didn't say there wasn't companies. What I said was they're saying that a crypto, and then I'm not commenting back to this guy because this is the third time I'm repeating this. I'm only repeating this to show y'all that they don't listen to what I say. They pay no attention to anything that I say. Well, I'm 100% addressing exactly what they're saying. I need for somebody to explain to me how I'm doing something wrong. Now, once again, I'm going to address this. I am not saying that cryptocurrency is not a real company. What I'm saying is that there's people that don't believe that it's a real company. How could you then tell me that it's a real company because it's a crypto company that owns other crypto companies which they also don't believe are real companies? That don't even make sense. That's one. Now, I don't care what all of those companies are doing if niggas don't believe it's a real company. Two, how does crypto company makes money? Crypto makes money because they have investors. So therefore, if all of their shit plummet, that means that their investors most likely pulled out, right? Am I wrong about any of this? Let me know. And please, somebody else be in here that could converse with me other than this audio transport guy, hopefully. Am I wrong about this? Or is he just going to keep saying I got to do research because he can't respond back to me without telling me that I'm right? Is that what's going to happen? You can't respond back to me without acknowledging that I'm right. So now you're going to bring up some alternate point that don't got nothing to do with what we're talking about? That's usually what people do to me. That's why I don't like talking to people. That's one of the reasons why I don't like talking to people. Because I end up talking about 8 different conversations. Because every time I'm right about something, they change the subject. So it's meaningless to talk to anybody. It's a waste of time. Alright, so I'm going to move on, but if you can address one thing that I'm saying while I've addressed everything that you've said, I'd appreciate it. Although I don't think you're going to address anything that I'm saying, and I think you're going to still keep trying to bring up other scenarios because you don't know what you're talking about, and in reality, you're probably just looking at something on the internet and then asking questions and just saying shit in the chat, but you don't understand yourself. Exactly, Hassan Shipman. People don't think crypto is real money. I have not said anything wrong. I haven't said anything wrong. I don't understand what I need to be doing research on. I don't understand how I'm wrong. No, you got it right. Hardly anything. Anything. Sneakers don't think it's real money. Concrete don't think it's real money. Garden hoses don't think it's real money. People don't think it's hardly anybody. So I haven't said anything that's wrong. You understand what I'm saying? So thank you to people in the chat that make it so I'm not talking to these people that don't know what they're talking about, and so they could try to make it seem like I'm wrong. You understand what I'm saying? That's why I don't like having conversations with people. We're just going to say a thing. You're going to feel away. You're going to try to be right about something after you feel away. You're going to bring up something that don't make any sense. I'm going to probably poke a hole in it. And then now we enemies until the day we die. But if I don't talk to you, that don't never happen. And I don't have to worry about that. Hassan Shipman says, I love when they tell you to do the research. My dude, I'm telling you what they're doing. They don't know what they're talking about. They're just sitting there on a phone looking, Googling shit to ask me. They don't know what they're talking about. That's why he came in here and said this dude lost $500 million. He didn't lose $500 million. That's not what happened. But you don't understand finances. So that's the way you think it is. So you're trying to have a whole cryptocurrency conversation with me. You don't even understand financing. You think you do because somebody said a thing to you somewhere. But that's fine. I hope you just, I don't know, keep talking whatever you're talking. Shout out to you. If you are enjoying any aspect of the show, you can also always pull up to the Cash App, drop something into the Cash App. We are not going to be able to do Super Chat for a little while, maybe like a couple of more weeks. We're not going to be able to do Super Chat. It's coming back. Don't worry about it. I had somebody tell me, I just want to tell you about some funny shit. Can I tell you about some funny shit? I have this person that went around and told people that I don't like posting people, right? Right? And the funny thing is, this is the same. Do y'all remember a long time ago we went to a pop-up? Remember when I used to go to pop-up shops all the time to give people free promotion? Y'all remember that? I love doing that, by the way. I used to go to pop-up shops all the time. Just get free promotion. We post the guy, we fucking interview the guy on the platform, the guy, the girl, or whatever, let them talk about whatever their brand is. Used to get them free promotion. You know, not one of them motherfuckers ever, as far as I know, reshared the video that I gave them free promotion on. Not one of them ever posted anything, like, comment. Like, a couple of them, that's not fair. A couple of them did, but I'm bringing the platform. If I interview you, you supposed to have all of your friends reshare the shit. If I bring you on the platform, all of your people, if I bring you on the platform, all of your people supposed to be resharing the shit. So you mean to tell me that you're going to go on a platform that you think is worth going on, but you're not going to reshare it nowhere? Just, you're not going to tell people if you're on the Tonight Show? Yeah, nah, that dude didn't do no insults. Shout out to him. Yeah, he didn't do no insults. That's what he allowed for me to be able to keep it respectful. That's a fact, Hassan Shipman. He said at least he didn't try to insult and he stayed respectful. Shout out to him. Yeah, that's a fact. He allowed for me to be able to keep it respectful. He didn't say anything disrespectful. I didn't even feel in any way that they were being disrespectful. I just thought that they was trying to, you know, I think they was trying to like fuck the show up, but they know they don't want to have to get kicked, and then now you gotta wait 20 minutes before you can talk to them. You can do whatever you want to do. So now they don't have no choice but to come in here and be respectful. Because I kick them, and now when they make a new account, when they subscribe, now they gotta wait 20 whole minutes. So he don't got no choice but to come in here and talk to me like with some respect. You understand what I'm saying? Don't got no choice. For everybody who your jump off is paused, but you still want to help support the BBN Network, y'all can go over to Instagram and also sign up. Over there is $4.99 a month. Y'all can always go over to Instagram and also sign up. We get our Instagram money also, by the way. So for anybody that you still want to support the platform for the people who like what we do over here, periodically. I want to go play basketball so much. I'm looking out the window to see how much of this puddle is dried up before I go outside. It's windy as shit, so I know I'm not going to be making no jump shots. It said it's going to be like 16. The wind is going to be blowing like 16 miles an hour and shit. That's layup. That's all of the layup is. I love the lefty layup too. Like, I'm a righty, but I love going left for everything. Like, it just feels more natural to me sometimes. I'm not gonna lie. Like, even when I pull up for a jump shot, like, I shoot right, but the left just feels more natural. I don't even know how to explain it. It just feels more natural. It feels more natural when I go left. You know what I'm saying? It just feels more natural. Even when I broke this wrist in his hand before, so that's probably why my jump shot with my left feels better. I broke this wrist in his hand. Actually, that's when I learned how to shoot with my left. I broke my wrist, my hand was fucked up. I didn't know it was all the way broke. I didn't go to the doctor yet. So I still was playing basketball, but every time I played basketball, it was a non-displaced fracture. So the grind every time I would do anything too much. The grind. So I would shoot jump shots with my other hand. So that's when I had to go to the practice. That's when I got nice with it. I played that whole summer with my left hand. Until I finally broke the other hand all the way. And then I let it heal and then whatever. Yeah, I played that whole summer with my left hand. Cooking. Cooking. Told you, I'm only playing on. I can't even get into really like third gear, man. I'm playing like mostly I'm playing in first gear. If I'm scared to go to second gear because if I go to second gear, I might accidentally go to third gear and my calf is gonna cramp up. So I gotta wait until I just get a little bit more like healthy, I guess, and I exercise more frequently. What else y'all want to talk about? Put it in the chat. That was equity in the company, by the way. That was equity. The reason why they crashed was because people pulled their money out 9 times out of 10. Whatever their investors went the way of the fucking dodo. Copy? So that's why the shit crashed. So you're like, yo, these guys lost money. No, they took money out of that bitch. It's like this shit is. A lot of people are getting in trouble for that cryptocurrency now. Actually, a lot of people on Instagram that was busy like, yo, buy into these crypto things, and it was all pumping dumps. A lot of people are getting in trouble. The game is in trouble right now for that type of situation right now. If I recall, the game they got because they got a lot of influencers to they're gonna pay you to go talk about this crypto. Yeah, a lot of people got in trouble. That's a fact. That's a fact. But all that shit might be smoke and mirrors, because I promise you, when this virtual world thing becomes a thing, whew, virtual money is gonna be a thing. You do know that. Virtual money is gonna be a thing. All people gonna be doing is having sex on that shit anyway. You know that, right? Once they make that shit, all people gonna be doing is having sex on there and killing people. That's all people gonna do, because that's all that's on people's minds. Having sex and hurting. So that's all people gonna be doing on there most. You might get your people that want to go mountain climb and hike and stuff like that, but that's gonna be between the killing and sex. Between those shows, between those games, this is what that's gonna be. Malik K said, "Imagine Tom Brady losing $50 million." That dude. But remember, we had a lot of people that was in here talking crypto, so I don't know about the whole crypto thing. I'm not I'm not up on that. So I know we had this one dude who was in an auto dealership guy that worked at one of those places, and he was trying to convince me, apparently, to get y'all to get into some shit that I considered to be a Ponzi scheme. So I didn't bring it to you guys, but I did accept the donation. Yeah, he donated $250 that he wanted me to put into some shit that it looked like a Ponzi scheme to me, so I didn't do it. Apparently, I put the money into a thing. After I put the money into the thing, I keep putting money in, and every time I put money in, some other people get money. And then every person I bring, when they put money into this shit, then that sounds like a fucking pyramid scheme. Right? Like, what the fuck? I'm not doing that. So why did you want me to get involved in this shit? Because we got a community. So that means that every time somebody from our community joins up and I get paid, so then you get paid. So you was trying to monetize my community? Like, and on top of that, that sounds like some, what the fuck? That sounds like, I don't want to get involved with that. That's not something I want to be involved That's one of the people, by the way, that's saying that I'm a scammer, by the way, because I didn't want to do that, so I stole his money. And I said, yo, look, I don't think I'm gonna do this, man. You sure you want to give me this money? He said, yeah, nah, keep it. Do the thing, though. Do the thing. I said, yo, I don't want to do this shit, man. I spent that money on. I think I spent that money on fucking hotel room. Man, you don't want to do this, man. That shit don't. That don't look above board, man. that don't. Am I wrong? Did that sound like that was sketchy? Hold on, I want to put a question mark in here. I'm typing on one hand, so you gotta pardon me. Alright, I gotta move up to the computer. Definitely, I'm catching. I want to know what you guys think. I think that shit sounds sketchy, man. What the fuck is you talking about? I'm not gonna call a guy out or nothing like that. I'm not trying to create no situation or nothing like that. But that sounds sketchy to me, man. Does it sound like if I could convince people of that type of shit, I will win? Yeah, but I don't think I want to be involved in it. I think that I think that might be hurting people more than it could be helping people. Doesn't sound like something. It's just not me thing, man. It's just not me. All due respect. I hate the fact that I got to do this every time I come into this app. I hope I got the right one. Nah, okay, I don't got time for this. I think I'm about to run to the store, get lunch. I don't know. I should eat first before I go play basketball, right? I should eat first before I play basketball, right? I guess you eat first. I'm just not sure. Let's see what's on the side. Fuck, it's windy. I don't know. This looks windy as shit out here. Nah, I'm still gonna go outside. Like I said, I'm just gonna be all up here. I guess I'll run to the store first, give me something to snack on or something. I'll see what they got over here. Maybe I just buy some hamburger, make some hamburgers or some shit. 100% sure it's on Beatz. That being said, I'm gonna let y'all go. Everybody, just enjoy your day, man. Just go try to do something worthwhile. Just try to do something worthwhile. I mean, I don't know what to tell you to do. I really want to tell you to go help people, but I don't want your life to go bad. Just I don't know what to tell you to do. Just hope that the Lord could ask for the Lord to give you guidance in every action. Pray for guidance from the Lord in every action. That's all I can. That's all I can say. I don't want to condemn nobody. I don't want to condemn nobody. So just ask for the Lord's guidance in all of your actions, and you see how that turns out. With that being said, I'm gonna let y'all go. Everybody, just have a beautiful day. Like, comment, subscribe. We're gonna be going live because I'm gonna go hoop. Like, comment, subscribe, turn notification game. Hashtag Bumps Bombers. Let's get it. I love y'all. Take care of each other. Hug the kids for me. I haven't forgotten about you. And that's all I got in this week. Amen.